the heart of the Sahara in the north of Sudan, these dunes are an illusion. These are gold mines, stretching as far as the eye can see. Workers are often helped by backhoes and explosives, but some miners rely on simple tools and their own strength to find the precious metal. That's the case for Usman. Every day for 4 years, this former farmer has descended deep into the mine.
I'm moving this layer of rock so that I can get to the rocks that contain gold. It's hard. It's very hard. You see the position I'm in? I can't sit properly, and it gives me back pains. It's really tough. The rocks hurt my feet. It's unbearable.
This artisanal gold mine was built with pickaxes and is nearly 20 meters deep. And at any moment, it could become his grave.
It happens often. Sometimes the walls collapse and crush people. But it doesn't scare me. If I die here, it's destiny.
Like Usman, more than 1.5 million Sudanese risk their lives for this precious metal. To understand this gold rush that began 10 years ago, we head to Tawain, Sudan's biggest gold market. It's here that tens of thousands of miners grind up their tons of rocks. To extract it, there's a key ingredient: mercury, a toxic chemical. Ahmed Mohammed has worked for 8 years as a washer.
We're cleaning the mercury to get rid of any rubbish, dust, or water. After that, we wring it using a cloth, and you can start to see the gold. The silver color there is mercury, and when we heat the gold up, the mercury evaporates and it turns yellow.
Even minimal exposure to mercury can cause serious neurological or digestive damage, but it's a risk the miners aren't aware of.
You must wash your hands with soap after touching the mercury. It's easier without gloves, but in the winter the water is so cold we have to use them.
Despite the risks to their health and for the environment, the miners can't imagine stopping. They say it's their only chance at a better life in a country where nearly 1 in every 2 people lives below the poverty line. Naji Abdallah is here to sell the gold he found after 2 weeks inside the mines.
That's 7 grams. I owe you £10,850.
Can you go a bit higher?
I can give you 10,900 so that you can be my client.
This former professor just earned €200, about 8 months of salary. But life is expensive in Sudan's far west.
Today I earned less than usual. Everything depends on what you bring back from the mines. Sometimes you find 50 grams, sometimes 200 grams. As you can see, with 7 grams, I can barely cover my daily expenses.
Each miner has to pay a government tax, and the trader's main buyer is Sudan's central bank. This industry is a godsend for the government. Since South Sudan's succession in 2011, the country lost 2/3 of its oil fields. With 97 tons of gold sold last year, Khartoum has tripled its production in the last decade, thanks to the artisanal sector. But the state, now free from U.S. sanctions for a year, wants to attract foreign investors in the hopes of becoming Africa's second largest producer of gold.
Do you want to stop artisanal mining and develop a modern industry?
I would not say to stop. I would say to regulate it, to ensure that people have licenses so they understand certain requirements relevant to the environment, of course.
Usman is determined. If his small mine gets shut down, the former farmer will just find another one.
I have so many dreams. I'd love them to come true. A car, a nice house, a shop. There's a real treasure lying just beneath us.
A treasure, but also something to lust after and fight over. In recent years, miners have staged protests as they watch more and more foreign companies arrive to exploit their gold.